What do you want to see on Geek Fam? LaFell.
He's thinking.
He's stumped.
Uranus. Uranus wasn't on my mind.
Careful, they can't really walk through just all this damage coming in from Onic and just expect to leave unscathed. And to do that, they have to make sure that Luke does not get taken out.
Uh-oh, Appraiser's Wrath dodged away from. Good sprint by Luke to get out of harm's way. And now, it's a big advantage that Geek Fam have over the first turtle. Niall already pushing forward, jumping even forward with the help of the Holy Healing. A boy trying to zone Kyrie away, but he still is able to find that taunt. Keyboy getting a good stun in. And now it's Geek Fam on that turtle. Kyrie still with a taunt, zoned away by Luke. He has that dash. Heavy spin prevents them back, and now it's going to be the retribution from Niles. He pins Kyrie down. The baptism even here, but another realm helps him for a bit. It's now Boots getting brought back by that Stampede. And Onic are forced back for the first time in this series.
And here it is, ladies and gentlemen. A reset coming in with Geek Fam being able to win this first neutral objective. Let's hope they can try and look for a domino effect in this early game.
It's online.
And this is when things get a little bit different, because both of these roamers, the ones that we've been discussing for the past few minutes, they're now going to be trying to help out for this setup in the neutral objective take. Kyrie, level 6.
Oh, he used the retreat. That means the turtle will be done for. It will be for Geek Fam. That was also already a 2-level lead for Niall. A good decision, in my opinion, for Onic to just retreat. Lilia, the Irithel, and I would say even the Paquito here has that mid-game power spike, and it's quite big. Meanwhile, for Geek Fam, the Bruno really needs to wait for him to really get going, but so far he's doing really good in the farm department. He's gotten 2 turrets. That might actually speed up the process from that late-game power spike to a mid-game power spike for Marky as they go for it. Voloisky knocked up, almost changed CC, but is able to flicker out. Now Boots with a good flank onto Marky, splitting him up. Now it's going to be the heavy spin from Niall, secures it, pins Kyrie down, no follow-up. Marky's all the way in the back, has to use the worldie defensively as Boots gets pulled back by the Stampede, not so much through the wall. And now it's Onic against Luke, just trying to cut away. What happened to Boots? In the mid lane, assassinated by the Panda. Niall and Appraiser's Wrath not dealing enough onto Luke. He's still able to escape for now, putting the stacks onto CW. That's a heavy crossbow, an aggressive one. Luke running away and getting to safety.
The amount of space that Luke has been able to afford the team, denying away this lack of damage coming in from Onic as well. It has been immense. It has been one of the sole reasons as to how Geek Fam have been able to take control of this game so far. 4,000 a gold lead, and they've had all the turtles. Perfect turtle.
Oh, Niall's going in. Wait a minute. That's a knock-up into it. Heavy spin. It's a good flicker out from Keyboy, but Luke is right there. Now zone away. Geek Fam look to disengage from this failed pickoff.
Man, that's just a lot of pressure right here for Geek Fam, pushing the tempo as much as possible, trying to make sure that Onic can't really have a way to recover right here. They know in the late game that even though everyone's so tanky, there is gonna be tons of damage and AoE coming from the heavy crossbow as well as the angry glue from Sans. They want to try and end the game before that happens, but Onic as well, they're no pushovers and they know how to defend and bring things into the late game.
I think at Berserker Fury, how far off are they?
At this point, Marky can definitely out-damage CW.
Yes.
And it's going to be very difficult because of the crits, right, off the kit of the Bruno, which brings additional damage without using the ultimate. For Irithel, the heavy crossbow is what needs to actually be available if CW wants to try and match the damage output. So Geek Fam are the ones now hiding back and forth instead. With this Lord, they're trying to siege, but they do not have too much long range either.
Good knock onto a boy, forcing another realm. Kyrie now running away, but now gets pinned down. Brought back to the team as well. Goes in for the Tom, but another realm still there. Kyrie surviving somehow with the bloom, and now the Appraiser's Wrath as well. Onic have an opening. Do they use it? Look at the damage from Marky jumping in. CW forces the Purify. Bounce! Has found an opening, brings Marky back, and that's the death that Onic needs. 1 moment, and the gold laner is gone. Is that enough to bring this game back for Onic?
It happened once, but now, right after that fight, Voloisky has finished the Flask of the Oasis. It will no longer be as simple, but I guess that's why I think Onic has anticipated that, which is why you can see that Boots, instead of going for the sprint, the preferable battle spell, or going for those split push heavy maneuvers, he's going with the flicker. He's trying to make plays happen for his team, knowing that there's a limited amount, because Keyboy can't really be as volatile, as dynamic as he usually is.
And I find that so ironic because Boots was all the way at the top. ran down to the bottom, to the depths where Geek was, and was able to make that huge play onto Marky, trying to level out the field as we take a look at the items here.
Well, what's interesting for me right now is the lack of healing, man. There's not a lot of dominant ices, not a lot of necklace of endurances. I think people are just prioritizing the damage items first to ensure that in a pick-off scenario, when they can capitalize on mistakes, they will have enough and hopefully take out targets before the healing becomes a factor. If that's the consideration for both these teams, Onic has a bit of an edge because the ulti from Florin, the Bloom, is global.
And now it's the waiting game. For Geek Fam, that's what they're doing. They're waiting. For Onic, they're constantly looking for an opening back into this game. Just one slight mistake. Maybe a used resource. No heavy spin for the next neutral objective. Some poke. The Geek Fam are effectively neutralizing that by their discipline.
Sans has a lot of cooldown and a lot of mana regen. He has the Enchanted Talisman finished already. The damage is where it's still a bit lacking. He is building up to another item. I'm curious to see what it's gonna be though. Is it gonna be a bit more of the Ice Cream one? Actually no, it's gonna be NOD immediately. So now healing reduction is available for Onic.
Oh, they found Marky. Forced to flicker out. That might be the resource that they were waiting for now. No Marky with a flicker. Sans, Black Shoes. Kyrie versus Niall. Kyrie down to a quarter of his HP right now, but he does have that Appraiser's Wrath fully stacked up. Look at Boots into the back line. He's looking for a flank right now. It's a heavy spin connection to the back, but Boots does the same thing right now. It's Niall who secures the Retribution, but CW is looking for a good flank. Used the heavy crossbow already. Keyboy gets gunned down or balled down there. Marky in the midst of it all though. Boots unable to dish out enough damage. Kyrie running for the hills. Now ran down by Luke. Finds the top one hit, but it's going to be disengaged by Boots. Kyrie will fall to the hands of Niall. Geek Fam, this might be the moment to secure a game. It's Boots running away with two dashes. A holy baptism connects. The Panda knocks him up. That's why he's called the Dragon Warrior. He does the damage and he's tanky. Who picks up the final kill there, and Sans is the final member left standing. Geek Fam, they have done it. Through the underworld, the depths of the lower brackets, they have taken a game off of Onic. And just like what Wolf said, a match point is where the series really starts.
The pendulum shifts instantly, ladies and gentlemen.